Hello, everybody, and welcome into my first time watching the movie Castaway, released in 2000. This is a Tom Hanks movie I've wanted to watch for a really long time, but for some reason, when it comes to Tom Hanks, I really just like rewatching my favorite movies that he's been in. Catch Me If You Can is one of my favorite movies of all time. The Toy Story trilogy. I only say that because I've never rewatched the fourth one. The Toy Story trilogy is very rewatchable for me. Forrest Gump. Yeah, I usually just go for one of those. But Castaway has been on the list for a long time, and it won a Patreon poll, so that is why we are checking it out today. If you're new here, my name is Kayal. Thank you so much for joining me. This is where I watch movies and shows for the first time, and I love talking with you all in the comments. So if you have any fun facts or things that I missed in the movie to point out, let me know in the comments below. All right, so Castaway was the winner of a poll that I named Moving Relationship Stories Edition because I went on Letterboxd, which is one of my favorite websites ever, and I started exploring their nano genres and themes, and I found the Moving Relationship Stories theme, and I went, this is a great idea for a poll. So I put up Castaway against Edward Scissorhands, Pride and Prejudice, and What's Eating at Gilbert Grape. All movies that I want to watch one day eventually because I've never seen any of them. 84 votes total, and 57% of them voted for Castaway. So thank you to everyone who voted in that. If you ever want to join them and vote in my weekly Patreon polls, they go out every Wednesday morning. Feel free to come and join. It's like $2 US a month to do so. We'd be happy to have you. All right, so what do I know about Castaway? I do know that this is the movie where Tom Hanks' character ends up stranded and befriends a volleyball that has a painted face on it, but I do not know anything outside of that. No clue what the story is, no clue who else might be in this movie. I imagine there are other actors in this movie, but I also get the sense that Tom Hanks acts alone for the vast majority of this movie. I am not really sure what to expect. I guess I can expect a moving relationship because that was the theme of the poll. But yeah, I'm very excited to finally check this one off. We do have a longer movie, which is always exciting. So yeah, I just want to thank you so much for joining me. If you would rather watch the whole movie with me instead of this edited version, you can find that over on my Patreon. Just make sure to bring your own copy of the movie to watch along with my full reaction. And with that, I don't have anything else left to say. I am wearing a hoodie in mid-July because Alberta has just been getting a ton of rain lately, and it's actually quite cold. So it kind of feels nice to wear a hoodie in July. But to pair up with that, I do have an iced coffee. So, you know, we're still feeling summery in some way. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Let's go ahead and press play. Now that is a cool hobby.
See, there it is right there on the desk.
So where's she headed?
Oh, she's snowbound, Ramon.
I know this voice.
Aniel ja skrywać nie stanął.
I love the camera being with the box.
Das vegan.
It's pretty.
It's from my wife.
Well,
3 hours and 4 minutes before the end of today's package sort. That's how long we have before this pulsating, accursed, relentless taskmaster tries to put us out of business. Hey, Nikolai, hey, how are you, kid? Look what you did. You just delivered your very first FedEx package. That deserves something special, like a Snickers bar
oh my
and
gosh.
a CD player. And something to listen.
Bag full of goodies.
I took the liberty of sending this to myself. I FedExed it before I left Memphis. You're probably wondering what could be in here.
A Toblerone.
A clock, which I started at absolute zero
Just that in that box?
hours, 22 minutes and 17 seconds. From Memphis, America to Nikolai in Russia.
Oh, I understand. Okay.
87 hours is a shameful outrage. Every one of these packages has to be on the big truck and on its way to the airport.
He kind of seems like a stressful person to work for, won't lie.
I'm out of here in about 2 minutes, and I'm picking up the suite through Paris, so I should be back in Memphis about 18 hours or so. The bad news is, I gotta go to the dentist this week. I got something in there that's hurting.
Tooth pain is some of the worst pain.
Now, Gwen, is there something wrong with our doctors that Jack here keeps getting certified to fly? I mean, aren't you concerned?
I'm terrified, but a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do.
Well, that's the spirit there. Relentless is our goal. Relentless.
This guy feels like the CEO of FedEx, or at least like he's a super high position in FedEx.
Hey now, don't give me that look. It's just grape juice, right, Chuck?
Yeah. It's like a 1992
I've been meaning to ask you, how's Mary?
Oh, she went to the doctor yesterday, and it hasn't metastasized.
Hi, this is Kelly. If you're calling for Chuck, please press 1. Otherwise, leave a message after the tone. Thanks.
Oh, that sucks he can't reach his wife.
I heard about this doctor down in Emory in Atlanta. Dude, I could get his number. You know, he could get this thing fixed.
Kind of him. Is that Helen Hunt? Oh, shoot. It is.
I love that you're home.
Cute.
He's been declared physically fit to fly. Santa got checked out by doctors at the VA hospital in Augusta, Georgia, after they declared the jolly old Elton.
All right, Sailor. Seems like a very active family.
The turkey's a little dry, isn't it?
I feel like every grandma asks that at every Christmas dinner.
2.9 million.
Now you've got to be in the market for some more of this candied yams.
This looks amazing. I'd love to be at that table right now.
It's a perfect marriage between technology and systems management.
Hey, speaking of marriage, Chuck, when are you going to make an honest woman out of Kelly?
All right, mark the time, 14 minutes.
Cute.
Oh, did you hit an olive pit? I thought I took all of them and...
No, it's his tooth pain.
Okay, I'll cancel Saturday.
No, don't. If I'm not here, I'm not. But if I am, well, then I am.
Chuck, it's canceled, but you got to be here New Year's Eve,
When are you defending your dissertation?
January 12th.
These two have busy lives.
I will be here New Year's Eve, I promise. What?
What about our Christmas? I got a gift for you.
Yeah. Based on the family photos that we saw and that scene right there, these two are like, go, 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 all the time. Pocket watch.
Hey, I took this. This is my favorite picture of you. I'm always going to keep this on Memphis time.
Good call.
And it's not one of those loud ones, right?
No, you can program it so it vibrates and lights up and see it in the dark.
Seems like a real nice pager.
Merry Christmas.
I love you. I love you too.
I won't lie, I couldn't tell in that scene at the dinner table when he pulled that out if it was a ring or a pager.
You know, that reminds me, I almost forgot. I have one more present for you. Only this isn't an open in the car kind of present. Like, say, hand towels.
I guess both.
Just take it and hold on to it, and you can open it on New Year's Eve. And I love you.
This movie's sure setting up a bit of a heartbreak, isn't it?
Fuel, 905.5.
Blaine, if you get through, tell them we're deviating south for weather. Make another position plot on your deviation left.
I'm nervous.
Broadcasting in the
Better buckle up, Chuck.
How do you
It'll get
read?
bumpy.
Tahiti Control, FedEx 88. Do you read?
You just said to buckle up and you're going in the bathroom? Oh no.
Position Jenna at 15.
Oh my god, stop. No, don't focus on the watch. Jesus. Oh goodness. No, oh my gosh. Hurry.
Stay there!
I'm worried about his arm. I'm so worried about his arm. my gosh. I love disaster movies, but they stress me out. Jeez. It is hard for me to even make out what I'm looking at right now. Not just because the movie itself is pixelated for me, but it's raining and it's nighttime and la la la. Oh no. Or well, both oh no and oh yay, land. Oh, I feel like I can finally breathe now. Careful, don't let that thing go back in the ocean. Might need it. Or anything. Is there something useful in these boxes? I hope so. That plane sunk pretty quickly. I really liked that long shot there that was done really well. Okay, good. Thank you for pulling it away from the waves. I was so worried that it was gonna carry it back out. I'm so glad he has that with him. That was something I was curious about, is like what kind of animals might be on this island. Oh. Another box that washed. Oh, okay, yeah, got multi. Okay, cool. What are these sounds?
What is that?
Oh, I should have figured that was what the sound was. That makes sense. Well, this is good. This is good. Oh, jeez. Oh, there you go. Really sharp edge now. Oh, wait, what are these? Are these? Oh, man. Cave? Ouch. I don't know if it's possible to get up there. Good makeshift shoes. Gotta do what you can with what you have. All right. Well, he found a way. And there's probably nothing that you can see all around, right? I love the look of waves coming in from above. I love the look from above of waves coming in. That's the sentence. Oh my gosh. Hopefully the shoes fit. It's... I feel like you're better off with your makeshift shoes.
Albert R. Miller.
I really hope that's the only body he has to deal with. But at the same time, items. 1995.
So, that's it.
Glad he gave him a resting place. Yeah, well, that works. I don't know why I didn't consider that. I would suck at survival. What is that? I'm surprised he hasn't torn open all the boxes yet. There could be a mirror in one of those, and that's very valuable to have out here. He's gonna go out there. That seems really, 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 really far. And these are huge waves, oh my gosh. I'm just gonna keep pushing him back. Ouch. Oh, and you lost your boat. And I'm waiting for this tooth pain to come back and like be really awful and severe for him. Because you don't mention it that many times in the start of the movie if it's not going to come back later on. Good call, good call. Probably not the best tasting water ever, but hey. Although he will need to figure out something to catch all this rainwater. Ugh. Start tearing them open. I think if it were me, that would have been one of the first things I did with every box that I found. It's just, what's in this and can I use it to help? Well, oh, that's...
Happy birthday. The most beautiful thing in the world is, of course, the world itself.
Not
Johnny,
wrong.
have the happiest birthday ever. Score your grandpa.
It's an odd birthday card, though. Why? Ah, here we go. Okay. Ah, sharp blades. That will come in handy. Could use that as a blanket. Oh, or use that as a net. I do feel like he probably didn't open the boxes right away, though, because he seems like the kind of guy that would respect people's privacy, right? Like, they're not his belongings. But hey, you're in survival mode. It's something. Your body will make use of whatever you got from that. And making a fire this way is so difficult. Oh, there's that tooth pain. There you go. This will probably work. Why did I think that was paint? Blood. Duh. This Poor guy's getting hurt so much. I have faith he'll get a fire going, though. It's difficult, but it's not impossible. You got this. There will be fire.
You wouldn't match by a chance, would you?
Look, you got it.
Oh, oh.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
The air got to it. The air got to it!
Oh, right. Yeah, no, that's a good thing. Love these super close-up shots. Yes. Excellent. That would give you a much needed morale boost, that's for sure. Yeah, careful. I don't want him to get burned now.
Yeah! Look what I have created! I have made fire!
Literally the first humans that discovered fire. Right there. That's exactly what they did too.
You gotta love crab. The nick of time, too.
Yeah, no kidding.
Couldn't take much more of those coconuts. Coconut milk's a natural laxative.
Oh, I'm not a coconut fan. I don't like coconut water at all. Though, if I was in this situation, I absolutely would drink it. I like coconut flavored things, but not coconut itself.
502,000 for... That's a search area of 500,000 square miles.
That's a lot.
It's twice the size of Texas. They may never find us.
I have faith. I really hope this is a happy story, or a happy ending story. Oh, ow, ow.
I used to avoid going to the dentist like a pleb. I put it off every single chance I got. And now, oh, what I wouldn't give.
Oh, I like all of this on the walls.
She's much prettier in real life.
Something I just realized is we have not checked in at all with his wife, or well, wife-to-be eventually. Like, we haven't checked in with anyone back home. Oh gosh. See, I was wondering if this was going to be something that he would have to do as self-tooth removal. This is the kind of stuff that gets me squeamish. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. 4 years? 4 years? Well, I'm glad he's eating fish at least. Gosh, he looks so defeated and worn. But that human will to live, man. It's a strong one. That survival instinct. Instinct. Strong. I wonder if he has any idea of how much time has passed. Oh, I say that and, okay. Yes, he does.
Shut up!
What washed up? It's wild how much the sun has lightened his hair. Solar system's natural bleach. Oh. I love the hair that he gave Wilson. Oh, I love that makeshift axe with the skate. What a great idea. Wow, look at this. I was wondering if he was ever going to use the tapes for something like this.
Checked over the whole island, and that is all that's left. So we're gonna be short. Just have to make some more out of videotape. No, we have time. We do, we have time. Look, the wind's still blowing in from the west. Yeah, I know where there's 30 feet of extra rope. But I'm not going back up there.
That would be me, honestly. I talk to myself all the time. If that were me, I would absolutely need some kind of object that I could assign a personality to talk to. Keeps us sane, I think.
There, you see? Huh? There. You happy? Do you have to keep bringing that up? Can't you just forget it? You were right. You were right. It was a good thing that we did a test, because it wasn't going to be just a quick little snap. It was the only option I had at the time, though, okay? It was, what, a year ago? So let's just forget it.
There's so much history that we've skipped over.
We might just make it. Did that thought ever cross your brain?
I hope they do.
Well, regardless, I would rather take my chance out there on the ocean than to stay here and die on this shithole island talking to a goddamn volleyball!
Wilson! Wilson! Well done!
Over here, over here, over here, over here, over here.
Oh, never again! Never again! Never again! You're okay. Okay? Yeah. I know you. I know you.
Wow, look at this. Wonder how long that ended up. I know he like did the math on it, but was it accurate? I guess probably. That's pretty cool of him to have not opened that box at all. He's here 1,500 days. Escape to sea, tell Kelly. Fears, Memphis, Tennessee. I love her. Oh, good call to leave a note like that.
Here we go, Wilson. You don't have to worry about anything. I'll do all the paddling.
This is a movie where I need all the facts about filming this. Tom Hanks' acting is incredible. Wilson seems secure. Poor guy getting waves to the face, though.
Stand by, Wilson! Hold on! Hold on, Wilson!
Awesome. I love that he painted that on the porta potty.
I think we did it! I think we did it!
That was good. That was good. Beautiful song right now. Damn. All right. Water's covered. Guess he can still fish, but that would be so difficult. I love whales. They're scary, but they're also so cool. Whale's probably like, what are you doing out here? Hey, there we go. Excellent. Oh gosh. That thing better stay on. No, 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 no!
Oh, they're gone! I don't know why!
No shelter of any kind is gonna be rough. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Where's Wilson? Wilson, where are you? Wilson!
He's so spent.
Wilson!
Don't give us this music, man.
I'm sorry, Wilson! Wilson, I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I can't! Wilson!
Maybe the ocean and the waves will bring Wilson back. I can't help but feel like that would just wreck any kind of motivation. I think this whale's looking out for him, you know? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh! Wake up, wake up! Please tell me someone sees him. The whale's like, hello, hello, there's a boat. Someone.
Hello? Oh, how are you? Okay.
She's wearing a ring. Damn, man. I mean, yeah, that many years, you would assume the worst and move on with your life. I mean,
Plane pulls in, we get off, and there's a little ceremony right there in the hangar. All you have to do is smile and say thank you. Then we'll take you over to see Kelly.
I don't know what I'm going to say to her.
yeah.
She thought you were dead. We buried you. We had a funeral and a coffin and gravestone, the whole thing.
You had a coffin? What was in it?
Well, everybody put something in.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Cell phone, a beeper, some pictures. I put in some Elvis CDs.
You probably don't remember me. I actually did root canal on you about 5 years ago.
Jim Spalding referred you?
I'm Kelly's husband. Jerry Lovett. Kelly wanted to be here.
She didn't show.
She's sort of lost.
Okay.
Just give her a little more time. Anyway, sorry that...
What about the man that was stranded for 4+ years, who the whole time never ever forgot about her? Not to say that Kelly forgot about him, but yeah. God, that's such a tough situation, but... God, that's so tough. Trying to put myself in her shoes. If it were me, I would want to see that person. Even if I had moved on, I would just feel like I owe them that. You know? I owe them a conversation and a hug.
Hey, Jim. We love you.
Becca, I need to speak to you.
You know, Chuck, we got to catch up on some of that fishing now.
Easy. Let them settle back into real life first. Couldn't tell just then if the crab was the only thing on the table appealing, or if he's going to be the kind of person that never eats crab again, and coconut for that matter. It would be hard to break that routine when it was your whole life for that long. This is such a beautiful song. My goodness. Love it.
I saw you down at the hub today, so I know you were down there.
Good. Thank you.
So let me get one thing straight here. We have a pro football team now, but they're in Nashville.
You could tell that he scared her with that question. I was nervous too. I'm like, brother, what are you about to say?
I came out here to give you this.
I want you to have it. I gave it to you.
That's a family heirloom, and it should stay in your family.
Oh.
So here's where that ship found you. You drifted about 500 miles.
Holy. I hope that.
This is our car.
I hope those feelings don't eat away at him.
You kept our car.
She kept their car.
So, can I drive it?
It's your car.
That's good, because my taxi.
God, that's so hard. Both of them. Oh, I'm gonna cry again if I think about that too long. Because it's not like he left her intentionally. So her feelings for him probably have never gone away. She grieved, of course, and moved on, but...
I love you. You're the love of my life.
I love you too, Kelly. More than you'll ever know.
Can't help but feel like Kelly, I don't know, almost wants to like hop back into the past life that she had with Chuck.
Bright and early next morning, he brought my letter.
Oh, he's gonna deliver it. I love it. And he replaced Wilson.
FedEx!
This package saved my life. Cute. How crazy would it be though to get that? You never opened it. I hope people still live there. Is this that person?
You look lost.
I do?
Where are you headed?
Well, she's cute.
Just about to figure that out.
Well, that's 83 South. And this road here will hook you up with I-40 East. And if you head back that direction, you'll find a whole lot of nothing all the way to Canada.
I got it.
All right, then. Good luck, cowboy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Go back. Go back. Get to know the girl and her dog, man. That's where the movie's leaving us, isn't it? That was wonderful. All right, everybody, that was my reaction to Castaway. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch it. This movie was very, very good. I'm really struggling to think about what I should even talk about first, because this movie has so many themes to it, and it explores so much about what makes humans humans. And so before I maybe get into all of that, let me just make it easy on myself. Let me talk about Tom Hanks's performance, because my gosh, I don't think this man can ever have a bad performance. I really liked it. I really liked it a lot. I think that he sold the realism of this very well. He obviously physically transformed himself for that 4-year time jump. You know, he was noticeably skinnier, and the addition of the beard and the long hair and it all being blonde and gray a little bit, I noticed with the beard. And yeah, just the sun-kissed nature of his skin from all that sun exposure over all that time. Yeah, he genuinely looked like he had been surviving for 4 years. So big props to makeup team. I think some of my favorite performance moments by him were definitely like the moments of despair, the moments of being scared, the moments of being emotional, but also like all the conversations with Wilson were just really great too. Yeah, Tom Hanks did such a great job. And then to contrast that with how he acted the character at the beginning of the movie, this character that, you know, is very comfortable in his job and very time obsessed and very punctual and just super busy schedule, completely packed to the point where him and his partner have to do Christmas in the car so he can hurry off on the plane in the first place. Like, just a very overwhelmed type of life, but one that he seemed very content with and very happy with, right? To be thrust into a situation like that, to go from that kind of life to then be pushed into survival mode for years and years, like, you would not come back. You could, it would be so difficult to come back and be the same person. And I especially want to point out Tom Hanks' acting when he's back, when he's surrounded by, I presume, all FedEx employees, coworkers, right? Like, the way that he just acted Chuck, trying to be polite and going along with it all, but also just being like, what the fuck? You know, like, it's basically like reverse culture shock, but kind of not, but I don't know. When you take a break from the world that we've created for ourselves, like, that long of a break from that, to go basically from modern life and civilization to how early humans lived, like the fire making scene, incredible. I'm so glad that we spent so much time with him struggling to make a fire, because once he finally got it, the acting there was fantastic. He acted exactly like I expected a human would act when you've spent that much time trying to make just fire, like something that we, I think, take for granted now. And I especially loved the moment after he got back where he was in that room with all the food, and then he grabs a lighter and just like clicks it on, clicks it off, clicks it on, right? Like, just boom, fire. Like, we've made it so easy for ourselves, and he got thrust into the type of situation where, yeah, it's gonna take a fucking long time to try and make fire, you know? Just so good. Just the comparing and the contrasting of like modern life to, yeah, just straight up pure survival. I really love that they made this look as realistic as possible too. I'm relieved that he was on a cargo ship. I like that we did have some boxes come on shore, and I like that he did open them up. I guess, yeah, my theory on as to why he didn't open them right away was definitely probably that mindset of like, I know I mentioned in the movie, but like, these aren't mine, respect people's privacy, whatever. I do like the decision that he made to not ever open the box with the wings on it. I do feel like that for him, that probably just became a very symbolic thing. I probably had some faith there. I don't recall. I feel like he never really talked about it at any point in the movie. Like, he never really brought it up. But just, it was just very symbolic. He did paint the wings multiple times on rocks and stuff, and you know, drew the image. And yeah, I feel like that became very motivational for him, and it just helped guide him through the journey of survival. We gotta talk about Wilson, of course. Yeah, what a great way to show companionship in this, and that we as humans will give personalities to objects to help us cope, especially when you're in a situation like that. And you know, that kept him going. Clearly, that kept him going. I can't say that I would do anything different if it were me. I mentioned in the reaction that I talk to myself all the time. I don't talk to objects, but I talk to myself, you know? I almost visualize that I'm completely separate from my body, and like my mind is out here and I'm talking to myself, I guess, if that's a way of explaining it. I've never really thought about it as much as this movie made me think about it, like made me think about that behavior. But yeah, I would probably be very similar to Chuck in that regard, and try and just have something to talk to, create conversations, just to keep my brain active, keep my vocabulary active, right? It's what we need to do. That scene where Wilson gets broken off and floats away, and Chuck had to make the decision to let him go because otherwise he would lose the only thing that he could survive with, his boat, right? His raft. Yep, that was a very heartbreaking scene. There was a part of me that was really hopeful that Wilson would come back, that the waves would carry Wilson back to him, and then ultimately when he was found and rescued, that he could have Wilson through all of that and take him home. But sometimes things are just not meant to be. And that's going to segue nicely into everything with Kelly. God, that's so hard. That's so hard. I kept thinking about that the whole time. Like, I can understand both sides. And I'm actually very grateful that they didn't write them to get back together because, yeah, I mean, that is I do feel like that is the most realistic thing. Like, they're probably always going to have love for each other, but life sometimes just deals really shitty hands, right? You know, Kelly can't blame Chuck for what happened because he was put into an unthinkable situation, right? And Chuck can't blame Kelly for getting married and having a kid and having a whole different life and moving on because, yeah, everyone would assume that he was dead. It had been 4 years. And she mentioned that ships had been going back and forth for weeks searching blocks of ocean, right? Well, the ocean's so fucking big and drift is crazy. Like, things will get carried over and over, and it's so difficult to find things in the ocean. So they tried their best. They assumed that everyone was gone, and you move on, right? I am glad that and I'm sure that her husband, I can't remember his name now, I'm sure that even if he knew that they had kissed the way that they did, I feel like he wouldn't have minded, you know? At least if I was in his position, I wouldn't mind. You know, I can understand, like, just, you know, share one final moment. But ultimately, yeah, I'm very glad that Kelly went back into the house. She's gonna continue on with that life that she's built. You can't just abandon that, right? You can't just abandon. Like, I'm sure that her husband is an amazing man and a good father, and you've got a family. You got a family, right? So, yeah. But here's the thing. I'm so happy that they wrote at the very end. She was cute, man. She was cute, and she gave a very good vibe right off the bat. And I would like to think that he got back in his truck, turned around, and went down that road to be like, hey, I'm the guy that survived the FedEx plane crash. Thank you. Your box saved my life. Like, he wrote the note, but then he can actually have that conversation. And I feel like they would be a very good couple. So that's what's in my mind as what happened with this story. Chuck lived happily ever after with her. And yeah, that's what I hope for. I won't lie, I kind of half expected this movie to end with his rescue. So I'm actually really glad that it didn't end with that. I'm super grateful that we got to, like, spend some solid time with him, kind of reintegrating back into society, because that experience would completely change you. It would. The man that he was before all of that was extremely loud, talked so much, was super focused on time and keeping track of it and having such a packed schedule. And then to live 4 years with the absolute bare minimum basics, to track time passing with the actual sun shining on a rock, you know, to learn how to fish, to learn how to make fire, to, you know, just time would become meaningless. I feel like I would lose track of time. Like, I don't know that I have the smarts to track time the way that he was. But it didn't even really matter for him anymore in the end. And then when he comes back, he definitely does not return to the person that he was. I don't think he'll ever be that person again. I choose to believe that Chuck would be someone who would choose to live slowly, very slowly. I can also sense that he would be someone that would not require a lot of possessions anymore, because, I mean, when you think about it, the only possessions he had on this island were the few FedEx packages that washed up on shore. I don't even know if he was able to use all of them. Did he use all of them? He used the tapes, he used the skates. Making an axe with the skates was such a good call. He used the raft that he survived with. What else did he get? What else was in those boxes? See, I can't even remember what all was in those boxes. Oh, there was like divorce papers. He used that to try to start a fire. Yeah, so I appreciate that we kind of had that moment where he was in the apartment and it was very big and there was a lot of stuff in there and it was overwhelming. And then we just cut to like him on the floor with the switch for the lamp and Kelly's picture and the watch just sitting on the ledge of the bed and him just doing what felt the most comfortable. So yeah, I am very grateful for how much we got post-rescue because that was very well done. Very emotional for me. I enjoyed thinking about the struggle with the relationship aspect of this. Like, don't get me wrong, I loved what the majority of this movie was, which was all about the survival, but there is something to be said for the reuniting with Kelly and just that really difficult conversation of like, what the fuck do we do? Like, you moved on and I can't blame you for that. I now have to grieve the loss of you again, technically. Like, Kelly was what helped him survive only to return to her and they can't be together anymore. Like, God, that is so tough. That is so tough. So I'm glad the movie really, really sat with that for a while. It was very good. I'm gonna talk about the score because there wasn't a whole lot of it, but my God, when we got it and it was beautiful. So beautiful. Definitely an emotional score. I'm very glad that it was selective and not present very often. Only present when I think it needed to be, so it was very good. This film was a long one. Can't say I was bored during any moment of it though. I think that this runtime was a perfect length. I appreciate how much of it we spent on the island, but I do appreciate how long the beginning was and how long the end was. I just feel like, yeah, overall it was a good pace and I liked it. All right, I think I covered everything that I wanted to talk about. So yeah. With that, it's time for Letterboxd. If you're new here, I love going to Letterboxd and just pulling out some reviews that people have left about the movies that I just watched. So let's go do that. All right, I'm scrolling through reviews and I'm shocked at how many people don't like the ending and don't like how much time we spent with him back in the regular world. Huh. I'm surprised, actually. 4.5 stars. Jack and Rose is the most tragic love story of all time. No, it's actually Chuck and Wilson. 3 stars. I wish I was Wilson, getting to hang out with Tom Hanks every day for 4 years. 4.5 stars. I feel like the scene where he loses Wilson really sums up Tom Hanks' ability as an actor. Every time I watch this film, I'm in complete awe at how he can make me feel heartbroken over a fucking ball. A ball. It's insane. He's fucking insane. All right, we've reached that time of the video where I now turn it to you and I ask you to leave your comments down below about Castaway. If you love this movie, let me know all the reasons why. Let me know fun facts and all that good info. And if you don't care for this movie, I'd also be interested in knowing why. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, thank you to everyone whose names are probably currently going by over here. Thank you so much for your support on Patreon. If you want to join them, you know where to find the links. If you're not yet subscribed to my channel, I would so appreciate it if you did. Click this button right here. And if you want to watch something else of mine, click on over here. We will see you in the next reaction, whichever one you tune into next. Until then, I wish you a great rest of your day. Have a good one, everybody.